Hello again everybody. The folk at the Nomads Kitchen have given me this folding gas stove to try out. Now inside the box we've got the stove itself, little set of instructions and a carrying bag. So it flips open like this, and then this flips out like that, and you put your gas cylinder in there. I'm going to take these little bits of tape off. And this bit's a bit persistent. And you can see these unfold like that to give you your sort of platform to put your saucepan or your kettle on. It does have a very robust quality feel to it. These pan supports are really nice thick metal. They've got these little flip up bits to hold stuff a little bit higher if you want. And the burner looks nice and robust, good quality, and the housing is all steel. It's all folded coated steel, so yeah, it's a robust bit of kit, and I do like these little flame patterns cut into the housing. Now the weight of this stove is 1.65 kilograms, and of course you've got to add the gas cylinder to that and any of your cooking equipment that you want to take with you, pots and pans and stuff. So this is not a lightweight hiking backpacking type stove, but it's the ideal sort of thing for taking away in your motorhome, or perhaps while you're motorcycle camping, something like that, or just generally in your car and stuff, for when you want to have the ability to make a quick brew or to cook up a quick meal on the road, on the campsite, or just generally out and about. I consider this being an excellent thing to take down to the beach. Right, let's pop it in its little bag and take it for a bit of a test run. Well, it's a lovely spring day here, so I'm going to go for a ride on the BMW F800 and perhaps have a cup of tea en route. So as well as the stove, I've got my kettle, my mug, got some tea bags, water of course. I've found an appropriate butane gas cylinder. I've also got a flask with some milk in. I don't take sugar, so I don't need to bother bringing sugar with me. A little outing like this is the perfect way to unwind after a busy week of work, or to get away from life's troubles, such as broken Triumph Street triples that just won't start. I find it difficult to just go for a ride for the sake of it, without some purpose or aim in mind, and that can be as simple as finding a nice quiet spot for a brew up or a picnic, just like we're doing now. So having this stove to try out is a very welcome distraction from some of the other projects I've got going on. Now I should point out that although the Nomads Kitchen have provided me with this stove to try out, they have no editorial control or input into the finished video, and I'm free to give my own judgment and opinion. Right, I'm parched. Time to find somewhere to stop. Well, this seems like a nice, quiet, peaceful place to have a brew up. So I've stopped here. I can sit on this lump of concrete and not get too wet because the ground is still quite damp. So I'll get me stove out and me kettle. We're right by the railway here. That's the milk, the gas canister, the mugs and me tea bags. Right, let's get this stove out and get it lit then. Okay, it's pretty level like that. Of course, if you're on a campground or by a picnic bench or something like that, it would be a lot easier to get nice and level. Now, when you put the gas in, it's magnetic, so you just line the tab up, push it in, and you're done. Fill the kettle up with water. To go too crazy, I only want 1 mug of tea. And of course, once your gas canister's in, you can fold that down to sort of protect it, and then yeah, automatically ignite. So there's my kettle on, and there's a tea bag in my mug, ready for when she boils. And I have to say, isn't this a lovely way to spend a sunny, early spring Saturday afternoon? Now I have to say, it is a very calm day today. There's no wind about whatsoever. So I'm not using a heat shield at all on this. I think if it was a windy, blustery day, you might want to use a heat shield just to stop that blowing out in the wind. We'll see. We'll test it in another video when it's a bit windier. Well, there we go. That's boiling away nicely. The whistle on this kettle doesn't really whistle effectively. It just sort of slightly hisses. But this is definitely boiling. It's taken about 5 minutes to boil this good-sized mug full of water. So, yeah, let's make some tea. Splash of milk in there. Now, whenever you make a cup of tea like this, when you're out and about and you use a tea bag, please remember that tea bags aren't really biodegradable. They contain little bits of plastic and they take absolutely forever to rot down. So make sure you sort of dry your tea bag out and take it back home as rubbish with you. I'll just pop mine on this concrete and I'll pick it up later when I pack away. Now, if you'd like one of these foldable camping stoves for yourself, they're available on the Nomads Kitchen website for £49.95. I'll put a link in the description. I'm looking forward to making a bit more use at this stage. Maybe next time we come out, we'll cook some lunch or some dinner on it, make a proper trip of it. But yeah, always lovely to be able to come out and make a cup of tea. I used to bring the Ttxela out with me quite often, but the meths does tend to taste through whatever you cook. Even if you make tea, you do seem to get that little bit of taste of meths, whereas this just tastes like ordinary tea. Well, I guess that's tea break over. Time to pack up and head on my way.